Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's matchup between the visiting Cambridge, Rindge, and Latin Falcons and your Brockton Boxers. Please do your part by showing respect to everyone involved in tonight's contest. A friendly reminder that student athletes play the game, coaches coach, fans support their team, and officials manage the game and sometimes make calls that you may not agree with. With that being said, inappropriate behavior, language, taunting, or verbal criticism of coaches, players, and officials will not be tolerated and may result in your removal from the gymnasium. This game is being played according to the rules of the National Federation of State High School Associations. And now for tonight's starting lineups. Starting with the Falcons. Number 5, Nazi Reed. Number 15, Dante Howard. Number 23, Dante Santiago. Number 35, Zayden Whitehead. And number 55, Jeffrey White. And now, the starting lineups for your Brockton Boxers. Number 1, Cam Montero. Number 3, Jordan Fonts. Number 10, Braxton Baker. Number 15, Dominic Hopkins. And number 20, Chidi Nwosu. At this time, I ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Staff Gymnasium. I'm Dominic Damian. I'm joined by the game. I can't say the game because I'll get in trouble again. Miles Jackson, just an all-around great guy. As the duo go at it with our producer and director, none other than Mike the Postman Simmons, getting it all done high above in the rafters. Should be a great game, Miles, as the 9-6 Falcons of Cambridge, Ridge, and Latin head coach in his third year, Gio Rodriguez, three-game winning streak. And, of course, our box is currently 10-5, playoff bound.
Yeah, coming off a big win against Bridgewater, Raham. And I look for a very quick game on both ends. Brockton's going to be tested big time on defense because this Falcons team is a quick team.
All right, so here we go. Ooh, he tried to, oh, what a play by Montero. Right away, the ball goes out of bounds. Wow, he just tried to save it. That scared the daylights out of me. All right, so we'll have an inbound pass in the Brockton end. Just on the way, we'd like to welcome everybody watching in the greater Cambridge area and everyone associated with Cambridge, Rindge, and Latin, the Falcons, on our Brockton YouTube page. And that was a great way to inbound the pass. You can't go wrong right there. See how they did that, Miles?
Not at all.
All right, they moved on the perimeter very quickly. Hey, they kicked that back up. That's Reed, his long shot. That's off. Rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball right away. Possession arrow goes in favor of the Boxers. And, of course, we want to shout out to everybody listening and watching in the greater Brockton area on the Brockton YouTube channel.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Hopkins fighting for that ball on the rebound.
Absolutely. 10-71 tonight. 10-71 on your Comcast. There's a nice floater by Braxton Baker, too much, and here it comes. Oh, nice pop, almost a steal. There's a baseline look. That's too strong. Rebound, Brockton going to run. Fonts. Oh, he's trying to make a move baseline. His float off the glass. That's short.
Yeah, Fonts might have should have held that ball up for his team to get down. Thought he saw an opening.
First foul of the game, they're going to call that on Dominic Hopkins. His first, team first. And another inbound ball in the Brockton end. Here's something we haven't seen in a while. 3 minutes into the game and there's no score. A minute into the game, no score.
I'm sure there's some butterflies going through some of these guys' stomachs. Always a big anticipation between these two teams.
Absolutely. Oh, block, lost the ball.
Nice job, nice job, Nwusu.
Nwusu, oh, Kim lost the ball. Nwusu trying to go up, and he's going to have another jump ball.
Yeah, Nwusu really fought for that ball. Nice defensive rebound there.
Absolutely. Now there's another steal by the Boxers, all the way up. Baker, Hopkins sees trouble, gives it back to Baker. Switched up with Reed. He sees the lane, kicks it out to Nwusu. Fonts now. He's going to use his speed. Down low, Hopkins all the way up. Cameron Montero was thinking about driving. Now he does left, right hand. Won't go. Rebound, Falcons.
Yeah, I like the drive to the basket by Montero.
They got to do that if they're going to have a chance to win that game.
Got to drive to the basket and try to make the basket, but also try to get some of these big guys in foul trouble.
Reed gets over the far side. That's Santiago. There's a long shot. That won't go. Rebound, and we're going to have a foul on the floor again. We call that on Montero, and they cannot afford for him.
Yeah, that was a tough call right there. I thought both players were going after the basketball.
Yeah, that ball looked like it was up for anybody. All right, with that being said, we'll have another inbound ball in the Brockton end. They count 5 seconds. They just want to make sure they get it right. This is what I like. They want to make sure they get it right. He was counting. That ref was counting for someone to get the ball and play. Inbound ball in the Brockton end again. On the inbound. There's Howard. Howard, he kicks that over to Santiago. Back to, coming up strong. I'm sorry, that's Reed. Reed stops. He's going to try to drive, dribbles, nice moves. Lost the ball. Hopkins picked his pocket. Great job by Dominic Hopkins on a break. Braxton Baker. Montero, he's trying to get the guys to move. And they shift. Montero's going to try to move. There's your first. Oh, no, rebound. Nwusu, and he's fouled.
Nice job by Nwusu to get that offensive rebound, put it right back up. Again, that was a great drive by Montero, and that's what you said earlier. That's what he needs to do all game is drive to that basket when he sees an opening.
There's your first bucket at the game, and it comes at the 5:32 mark.
Wow.
Here in the first quarter. And he does it again. Another three-point play for Nwusu, excuse me. Now Reed lost the ball. Ball loose. Ball on the floor, trying to finish. That ball's blocked, trying to go up. That ball's blocked. Ball loose. And now we got a foul.
Tough break right there for the Boxers. The great defense. The ball just didn't fall back in one of the Boxers' hands. Went right back to Cambridge.
Nwosu.
And
Chitty has his first. Team third. That's not good for the Boxers. And White, the captain, misses the first. As Jeffries is trying to get his Falcons on the board. The captain's second shot misses them both. Rebound Boxers. Nwosu up to Montero. Going low. Another rebound. Still won't go. Hopkins there. Kicks it out to Baker. Baker, Montero thinking three. Now he's going to drive. That right hand is blocked. Oh, when he went down hard.
Yeah, his head hit the court.
Oh, it was the EMT.
But I tell you, the Boxers got to do a little bit better job on those bunnies underneath. And he shakes it off.
Whitehead, he's got to get checked out.
Yeah. I would think he has to sit down a little bit.
Now, just like football, you got to go for at least a play.
You know, these guys are so competitive and so hyped up. They don't want to come out, but you have to come out, just for safety's sake.
So Tabor comes in. Tony Tabor, the captain, the senior, he'll come in to take Whitehead's spot momentarily on the inbound in the Falcons' end. As you can see, Hopkins almost lost the ball. Let's say it was last touched. They're going to say Dominic touched it last.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Falcons' ball. And Reed off the inbound, the point guard. Trying to go around Fonts. Two very talented. Oh, he lost the ball. Nice feed inside. That's blocked, I think. Baker had something to do with that. Is Braxton Baker lost the ball. Fonts thinking three. Now he's thinking three. And hits.
He kind of hesitated there. But he squared up nicely and hit the shot.
Off the inbound. Here's Howard now trying to make a play. His floater with the right hand. That won't go. Ball loose. Nwosu gets that one. Here comes Baker. Baker thinking about going. He's all the way downtown. He's driving. Won't finish. Rebound Falcons. All the way up to Howard. And he finally gets the Falcons on the board. Approaching 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Works inside. Nwosu off the glass. He's fouled.
Nice strong move by Nwosu, because he got fouled pretty hard with the body, but he still made the shot.
John Francois checks in. Dominic Hopkins checks out. And they credited that foul to White. Jeffrey Wright, his first, team second. He does it again, another three-point play.
Just a great free throw shooter for a big man.
Oh, absolutely. Trying to get out of trouble. And they smartly call the timeout. Coach Rodriguez was right there. 3:48 left, Miles, 9-2 Brockton. That's going to be a full timeout. Credit to the Falcons. Again, there's a good look right there at Coach Rodriguez doing what he does best. Third year here at Cambridge Ridge and Latin, running this Falcon. I almost said Warriors. Excuse me. This Falcons basketball program. Freshman team only have 2 losses this year, and they have 3 freshmen that play JV.
Wow.
And the JVs have 12 wins on the season. So the outlook right now for Latin is really good.
Well, the outlook for the Boxers right now, they're doing an excellent job on defensive rebounds as well as offensive rebounds. Had a tough time with the offensive rebounds. They missed a lot of shots early on, but as long as they continue, the shots will fall.
You know what? I wish, Love Bridgewater Raynham. Love Coach Alves. Where was this intensity on senior night? Because
it didn't come around until halftime, at the second half.
But they know they have this out-of-town opponent, this North Shore team. Off the inbound, Baker tipped it initially. White's going to try to finish. He dishes it. Won't go, ball tipped.
And that was Brockton intimidation.
Oh, he almost lost the ball. Braxton Baker now. What a spin move by Braxton Baker to have enough heads up to hold on that ball down the baseline. Montero covered by Tabor. Gets it down to Baker. Baker gets double teamed. Fonts. His floater with the right hand won't go. Francois finishes off the glass.
Yeah, that's what Francois likes to bang bodies underneath and go for those rebounds and easy twos.
Oh, that's too strong. Ball still loose. Recovered by the Boxers.
Yeah, Boxers really fighting hard this evening.
Gonna have a foul on the floor.
Yeah, that'll be on number 23 for the Falcons.
Call that on Santiago, his first, team third. So, Miles, both teams have 3 team fouls. And we're at the 3-minute mark. And checking in is one of my up-and-coming favorite players. I love the way Nathan Rateau hustles.
Great hustler when he gets out there. He makes the most of it for the time that he's out there.
Rateau. And he's a smart kid, too. 4-point GPA. And he loves the game. Baker, and oh, nice move. That is a team player.
I was eating food on that one.
Me too. As Francois finished that, Boxers going to the press right away. They lost the ball. Rateau had the ball, finally covered by Montero. And trying to finish with the right hand. He can't, ball loose. Nowuso gets that rebound all the way up to Braxton Baker from the far perimeter. Montero.
Bang.
I miss hearing that from you.
Nice shot by Montero. Squared up nicely.
Inside, right at the glass, right there is the captain, Jeffrey White, who lays it off the boards for 2.
Yeah, if the Falcons going to get back in this game, they're going to have to do that on the transition and get some, because right now the half-court offense isn't working for them because of Brockton's tenacious defense.
On a steal is a turnover. Right up the glass, can't finish, too strong. As Tabor tried to finish, he saw a bunch of white shirts, going to have another foul.
Yeah, it's getting physical out there between both teams. I can feel Cambridge is very frustrated at the moment. They're losing on the boards. They're not making their shots. And Brockton's really hustling hard.
Just when you take out one big man, here comes another big man as Alves checks in.
Yeah, well-deserved rest by Nwosu. Done a great job out there.
Bennett now in the game for the Boxers. Brandon Bennett. Rateau using the speed, trying to move. Going to have a foul. And they're going to call that on White.
Yeah, that was a good call on the foul. He had his hands around Nwosu's arms as he went up for the shot. They didn't think so, but the referee did.
So they're going to call that not in the act of shooting.
Okay.
So they're going to have an inbound ball. 128, as everyone can see, left in this first quarter. Off the inbound, Nwosu gets fouled. They're going to call that on Tabor.
Yeah, he went right over the back.
His first, team 6th, excuse me. Another inbound ball in the Falcons' end. Off the inbound, Montero gets over to Brandon Bennett. Bennett now trying to move off Alves. Tried to feed it down. He fed the big man off the glass and finishes.
Wow, that was a beautiful move. Underneath Alves.
They move it on the perimeter. There's a nice look for 3. Off the rim and over. White tried to hit a long 3, so we'll have an inbound ball in the Brockton end. And checking in now is Whitehead. And Jeffrey White, the captain, will take a well-deserved break for the Falcons.
Yeah, I don't think the coach really wanted him to shoot that long three. Not the big man like that. He's already missed a couple.
If I'm a senior in high school and I see what the lead is and we're just in the first quarter, I'm trying to get my team back. You know, he's taking a shot. Kevin Montero float off the right hand. If the glass won't go, rebound Falcons. Trying to get it going. There's Santiago now. Santiago gets over to Whitehead. Whitehead to the far side. That's Harrod. Harrod down to Whitehead. Whitehead lost the ball.
Whitehead is 80.
Oh, I got the wrong number. Oh. All right, so here we go. I'm going to talk to this lady right at the end of this quarter. Ball loose, trying to shoot. Oh, we're going to have a foul.
Wow.
We call that on Rateau.
Yeah, Cambridge caught a break there because about 1 second left on the clock. Just he was trying to shoot it, and the refs call a foul. So Cambridge gets out of that one, gets a fresh, well, actually done. Number one goes to the free throw line.
No, that's an inbound ball. You ain't gonna,
okay. That's what I thought.
I'm looking at the numbers wrong.
And the coach for Cambridge wants an explanation. Gio Rodriguez.
All right, so they're going to say it's not in the act of shooting, so it's an inbound ball in the Brockton end. 15 seconds left. Off the inbound, I have Harrod. There's a long jumper. That's off. Rebound, Rateau. Rateau, Montero. Lost the ball with 2.1 seconds left. Oh, it's knocked out of bounds. Great defensive play by Reed for the Falcons.
Yeah, good hustle there.
2.1 tenths of a second left. It's grab the ball and shoot. Francois for three. Oh. All right, I'm going to shut my mic off. I'm going to make sure I get this. I'm going to bother this young lady.
Okay, so
my mic, and here you go, sir.
Brockton with a great rebounding effort right there in that first quarter. They just controlled the offensive boards as well as the defensive boards. You could tell Cambridge got a little frustrated every time they went in the paint. Most of the time they were rejected. So they really have to earn their points. Only 4 points here in the first quarter for Cambridge Rindge. So that just shows you how tenacious Brockton's defense has been in that first 8 minutes of this ball game. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the second quarter. Rodriguez has any answers and see if he can get his team back in this ball game. But right now, Brockton's playing their A game as far as rebounding.
So I got to apologize to Henry Bonney's parents. Number 33. He is 33, and I thought I saw 35, and this young lady said, no, sir, that's 33.
Dom, you're wearing your glasses.
I know, but I gotta clean them up more, but, oh, boy. I'll blame the time of day. I don't know. I'll think of something. All right, so here we go. Get ready to start the second quarter. Brockton goes on the road. Their next game, they go to New Bedford on Friday night. The Falcons, they're going to host Chelsea on Friday. And I guarantee you there's a Chelsea coach either watching our broadcast or in the stands. It's not like watching a live game to really get a grip of what's actually going on in the court.
Nothing like live action.
All right, so here we go. Off the inbound, just underway. Miles Jackson. Game Miles Jackson. I'm Dominic Damiano along with Mike the Postman Simmons and the rest of the Brockton Community TV Access TV crew. As Rateau goes up, that's blocked.
Yeah, good defense right there. Yeah.
Now, Harriet gets over to Harrod. Back over to Reed. Reed now. Trying to move. Floater. Oh, return. He got the bounce. That was a great play. Nice job by that young man.
That was a Morant move right there.
There it was. He knew how much spin he needed on the ball and perfectly off the glass. Now, nice try by Francois. Ball loose. Bonnie with the rebound. And here comes Harriet. Harriet now. Coach Rodriguez. I tell you, he's like every other coach. We met, there's a long shot, won't go. Rebound, Brockton. Alves on it, and we're going to have a jump ball. Braxton Baker checks out. And Cameron Montero will take a well-deserved rest. And Nwosu checks in. Chitty checks in. And Alves checks out as well. So there are your changes for the Boxers. Off the inbound in the Brockton end. Harrod now trying to go around Bennett. Trying to move, that's Reed. Reed covered by Francois, using the speed. Inside at the glass is blocked.
Boy, Reed dished that in there perfectly. Had no look pass to his right. Zip pass. And
I'm going to call that on Braxton Baker. Timeout Brockton. I believe that's Baker's first. It is.
Number 10.
So, you know, you hit the nail right in the head when you were describing the end of the first quarter, how Brockton is like really not letting anything go within the paint. If you're 12 feet around the rim, you're gonna take a shot because you're not gonna get it down low.
No, there's a good chance it could get blocked, and that puts a psyche on the opposing team when you have that type of defense in the red paint, and you're trying to get an inside shot in the paint, and half the time, if not more, it's being rejected.
Exactly. There's a good look at Coach DeBarros as he regroups his troops. 6:40 left in this half. Brockton currently 10-5, playoff bound, clinching a playoff berth with their very impressive win against a very tough Bridgewater Raynham team on Friday night, on senior night of all nights.
And I tell you, I'm really impressed with this referee team that we have out here this evening. So far, they're making all the right calls.
You know what? They seem like they're spot on, and that's all you want.
That's all you want.
All right, for the Falcons, they're going to come out with Bonnie. Thank God that lady helped me out. Tabor, the captain. Looks like Herod, Reed, and Harriet. Boxers are going to have Baker, Nwosu, Rateau, Bennett, and I think that's John. Yep, that's John Francois. Again, Tabor, the captain. He'll go to the charity stripe and take a couple shots. There's his first.
The Boxers have 2 starters out there, along with 3 of the role players.
Hits the second. Boxers' lead is 11. Rateau trying to go around the big guy. Gets it over to Braxton Baker. Baker now off the screen up for Chitty. Thinking baseline, works it down low. Big man moves. We're going to have a jump ball again. Fonts checks in. Rateau checks out. Forts checks in. And Bennett checks out for the Boxers. Again, we would like to welcome everybody watching in the greater Cambridge area and everybody associated with Cambridge, Bridge, and Latin basketball, or any of the sporting programs at Cambridge, Bridge, and Latin. Off the inbound, there's Baker. Baker almost lost the ball. Covered tight by Harriet. Bonnie on him. A ball tipped. Baker gets his own tip. Inside, feeds to the big man. He wasn't ready. And he knew it. You can see it from his face. All right, so we got to change of possession.
I thought Baker was going to finish that off.
I did too.
And I think the big man thought he was going to finish it off.
I think we both did. Nice move, though, by Baker.
It was.
Good job by Herod, excuse me. Reed now. Reed with a long shot. Snaps the net. Montero's got his waters. Get ready to check back in. Cameron Montero. Braxton Baker now. It's over to Fonts. Fonts. He's thinking about using Chitty. Kicks it over. Forts moving. Braxton Baker for 3.
Ooh.
He snaps the net.
With a man in his face.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Great concentration.
Now Reed, he might try to run. He floats. Nwosu. And they're going to say his last touch.
Yeah,
Off-
good. Yeah,
off-
good.
off
Good.
rod.
Good call. Good non-call on Nwosu. He got a piece of the ball, but that's about it.
I only have 3 more years to get his name right. He's a good kid. Now Baker. Baker covered by Heredia, excuse me. Come by Montero. Montero to Wuso off it, and they're going to say he hits. Nice try.
Yeah.
Off trying to force that offensive foul, but he did move his feet. Now Heredia, or by force, kicks to the top. That's Reed. Reed's going to drive. Switches hands and finishes. Kids having fun, has no fear.
No fear at all.
Now Baker. Baker covered by Heredia. Trying to go around. Nwosu gets it down to Nwosu. Lost the ball. Ball tipped. And that was caused by Tabor, the captain. Now trying to go all the way up the glass, and he does.
Falcons got a little momentum going in the last couple of minutes.
Montero has to get this offense going, along with the other 4 guys in the court. We're going to have a foul on the floor. Going to call that on. Tabor's second, and that should automatically bring him to the charity stripe because they have 17 fouls.
Yeah, Montero, he's so fast. It looked like the defender put his arm in front of him trying to just hold up. I can't stay with you, so I'm going to foul you.
So at the half, I'm going to go out there. Miles is going to break down what he saw in this first half. I'm going to go down and try to grab some fans and talk Brockton basketball, and I might grab another Cambridge Ridge and Latin parent. You never know. That is another takeaway for the Boxers. Boxers have been red hot in this first half. Font sees the net. Too long, rebound. Following, that's Baker. Ball loose. I'm going to say Bonnie was on the line. It is going to stay Boxer ball with 3:52 left in this first half.
Again, great hustle underneath for the Boxers on the offensive boards.
Off the inbound. Oh, Baker with the fake. His jumper hits.
He looks like he's left-handed.
He does. I'm going to say, I think, they're going to say Forts.
Yeah. I think they'll call it on 14, yeah.
Yep. His first, team 6th. And Latin has 7. Off the inbound. Harrod over the Bonnie trying to finish. Off the glass, gets the bounce, and it's nice move by that young man. Brockton has to answer. Montero, his jumper, and finally hits. I think that's the first bucket of the game for him.
Nice jumper there.
Falcons trying to answer right away. They'll start up again with Reed, covered by Fonts. Top of the key, looking. Stops again. Long steps back for 3. That won't go. Rebound, Baker. Dominic Hopkins getting ready to check back in for the Boxers. Oh, I thought Montero was going to try to pop a 3 there for a minute. Now he tries. That's off. Ball loose, covered by the Falcons. Falcons are going to run. Ball tipped. Kick it back out to the far baseline. There's a shot. That won't go. Rebound, Brockton. Nope, they're going to say he was on the line. Nice hustle by Nazi Reed. That young man is having fun out there. Good hustle. So Fonts will inbound the ball right in front of us with 2:35 left in this half. Baker. He's covered by Santiago. Trying to drive. Lost the ball.
Baker's starting to feel that he's quicker than most of these guys that are guarding him. So he's taking advantage, going to his left, and making things happen.
Absolutely. That's on Santiago, his second, team 8th. And Baker will go to the charity stripe and try to add to the Brockton lead here in the first half. He hits the first. I got to get my act together and get this beautiful mic ready to go. Off the inbound. They're going to have a back court. Another turnover for the Boxers.
Yeah, that was just tough defense, and it made the guard for Cambridge kind of mishandle the dribble because he was so concerned about the defensive guard on him.
Baker over to Montero, almost had a steal in that one. Down low, no Wuso. That ball is going to call a foul on Bonnie.
Yeah, just a beautiful lob pass by Montero to the big man, Nuosu.
His first, team 9th. That's what they have on the board. Even I knew that. Almost had a medical timeout. Chitty hits the first.
Oh, he does have a cut.
Oh, the young man has a little bit of a cut. Arietta checks back in for Harrod. As the young man had some a wound on his right forearm. He hits them both.
You know, it's always a bonus for the coach when you have your center can get up there and make most of his free throws.
Absolutely. There's Reed, the point guard, runs this offense. Driving is Heredia inside. Dominic Hopkins was there. He was trying to reach to Bonnie, and he stood in front of that pass and intercepted.
It's a great play.
Hopkins. Over to Baker now. One thing about this 2022-23 Boxer team, they got the height. Fonts driving, left hand.
Wow, that was pretty.
He switched hands in the air and went off the glass.
Sweetly off the glass.
Now Heredia trying to move, going to have a foul on the floor.
Yeah, they're going to call that on Baker, I believe.
Yep, that's Baker's second, team 7th, so that'll bring, that should be a chance, he should be shooting, he is shooting. And now checking in for the Boxers, I think that's Poles. You got Nakeem Poles, he'll check in. And Braxton Baker will take a well-deserved rest as we finish up this first half. In and out. That's out. Fonts. He was thinking about running and then slowed down. Saw a bunch of black shirts in his way. Montero has a look. Oh, that won't go. Rebound Poles. Lost the ball. Another, ball loose. Nice play by the Falcons. And then transitioning way too hard and way too long for the captain, Tony Tabor. And now checking as Harrod checks in. Already checks out. And now Tabor will take a break. And Banks checks in. 1:08 left in this first half. Cameron Montero. All the way over. Fonts was thinking, I was going to drive. Floater, yes.
Wow. No fear in that young man.
Nope. Another kid having fun out there. Off the inbound, Brockton goes to that press, but they got kind of run it kind of soft because everybody's moving. There's a long jumper. Hits. Santiago. Dante Santiago hits. Could possibly be the last play of the first half. Montero setting it up. Covered by Harrod. Chitty from 3.
Wow.
Like
how about that?
Looked like a Division I college could shoot in that. Off the inbound. 3, 2, 1, Banks. Yeah, he can't finish it.
Great defense by right there at the end by Nwosu.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent. 38-18 Boxers. The Boxers have come to play today. They know who their opponent is. And that's what we have at the half. I'm going to run over the Miles Jackson game. Big game, Miles Jackson. I'm going to get it right. I'll get ready for the playoffs.
That's okay. All right, well, y'all saw that first half. Brockton dominating. I said dominating on the offensive boards as well as the defensive boards, which has affected Cambridge shot when they're in the red paint. One thing positive that came for Cambridge is they did get some transition going, and that's probably their best bet trying to get back into this ball game is that transition game, because once they become half court, Brockton just clamps down on them, and it's very tough for Cambridge to get a shot off on the half court offense. So right now, I'm going to get ready to turn it over to Dom, talking to Coach Bowen.
Second. Now we're good. Coach, what a first half. I think Coach DeBarros is finally listening to what you said to him after all these years, and they're playing great basketball. Well, he does a great job. I'm only kidding, but your thoughts after this first half so far?
Well, I love the way Coach DeBarros started this season by picking the pace up and doing a little more pressing. Their press is very tough, and they're very aggressive tonight. They're really attacking the basket, and they've knocked down some shots.
What, if anything, what did you see that started scratching your head, if anything, in that first half?
Not much scratching my head. It kind of played out the way it went. I was very pleased that Brockton was able to press, because those two little guards for Cambridge are pretty quick, and they're pretty good. So if Manny can press them, he can press anybody, I think.
I think Lawrence this year, I don't know if you had a chance to see the Lawrence game, they set the tone on how to run that full court press. How do you teach to get out of something that good when they're a team like that, or even us that's that talented? How do you teach that?
You got to teach the guys to be aggressive, and in some ways you can't teach that. You've got to have a bunch of guys who are aggressive. I did see the Lawrence game, and they were spectacular on that press, but they were also very good, solid on their half-court defense. It wasn't like you broke the press and you had an easy basket. And I'll say that about the Brockton guys. They get back out of the press, and they play a good, solid half-court defense.
Coach, great to see you like always. Thank you for the time.
Good to be here. It's Cambridge and Brockton was always the big one.
It is. All right, that's it. All right, so we'll wrap it up. We'll catch you at the half. Your score, 38-14 Brockton. We'll be right back with the second half after this. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Dominic Damiano. I am going to be joined by Miles Jackson. Big game Miles Jackson. Here comes big game Miles Jackson. Eventually, I was going to get it right. I got to work on Nwosu, and I'll be all right.
Yes, you will.
All right, my friend. So I don't know if you had a chance to listen to the interview with Coach Bowen, but what a smart guy.
Oh, great guy, great coach. Fans liked him. The school department liked him.
Yep.
Just an all-around great guy. Had a great career here at Brockton High.
And, of course, he learned by the very good coach himself, and Victor Ortiz, who this court is named after. We got a final from Dartmouth. The Lady Trojans have beat the Lady Indians. The official score is 59-31. So the Lady Trojans pretty much are getting ready to capture the Southeast Conference in the girls basketball. So congratulations to Coach Seavey and that team and that squad over there at Bridgewater Raynham.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so we'll have an inbound ball. It should go, I believe, to the Falcons, because Montero won. We won it. Yeah, we won the inbound. Montero almost went over the scoreboard table to start the game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the Falcons react after that halftime to deal with what Brockton's doing to them.
They work it down low right away. Baker almost had another steal. Driving and fouled. He went hard. Oh, he went hard again. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, there was some body
Ouch.
contact there.
That's Howard, Dante Howard. You got to get. Here comes the EMT. He is down. Here comes his dad too. We're calling that on Newusu, excuse me, Chitty. That's a big blow for Coach Rodriguez. I mean, his team's right at the skirts of making the playoffs, and you're in this big, tight Division I game, and guys are losing their feet, finishing plays, or whatever the situation was, and now you have a good player like Dante Howard out as of right now.
Yeah, he hit the court pretty hard. It wasn't a intentional foul or flagrant foul. It was just body-to-body contact.
Yep. And it's not like they get guys. No high school has it where you get the guys cleaning up the sweat with the big mops.
Yeah, good point.
So this poor kid's trying to land his feet. Oh, he might have hurt his shoulder. That's not good.
No, it isn't.
So before we get the ball on the way, I got some bad news regarding the Brockton Boxers as Devon Baker actually tore his thigh muscle. He is out for the season, so they lose a very good senior. But the way these bench players have been playing for the Boxers. So
one of the keys for the Falcons in this second half, they're going to have to start making free throws. They were terrible on the free throws in that first half. The game could be a little bit closer, but right now they're really going to have to make some free throws, being down by 20 points.
Jonas Harrod misses the first. Here's his second. Hits the second. Off the inbound, they go full press. Oh, he fed it right to Harrod, who finishes off the glass. Coach Bowen talked about the speed of those guards at the half. Baker gets it now, so that's off the glass. That ball, another rebound. This time the Falcons are going to try to go in the limit, and that's blocked by Montero.
Wow.
Beauty.
It was a beautiful block. That has to be frustrating for the Cambridge team. Because that's been happening all game, Dom.
And we talked about that halfway through the second quarter. Montero, ball tipped, recovered, ball loose. Baker gets it back. Hopkins with a floater off the glass. That won't go. Rebound. Here comes Santiago, the captain. Gets it over the long shot baseline. That won't go. And I believe that was Reed who let that one go. Rebound Brockton.
Yeah, Coach DeBarrow sees something he doesn't like.
And he smartly calls a timeout to regroup his Brockton troops with, again, just underway, 6:44 left in this third quarter.
Well, you got to give Cambridge credit. They're really coming out hustling in the second half, especially on the full court press. They're trying anything that they can to try to stop this Boxer team.
And you touched on that prior to this beginning of the second half. They got to come out. They're talented enough. They're down by 20.
They're fast enough.
Yep. So it's going to right now they have a 5-0 run early in this third quarter because Brockton has not hit a bucket yet. So it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. But knowing Coach DeBarrows, there is a flamethrower, and it's on those hot seats right now on the bench, and he's going to straighten out whatever, And with this generation of kids, you kind of got to watch what you say. But if you love the game, you got to, grin and bear it. It's constructive criticism.
That's part of being a player. I remember in my days, coaches screaming at you, but that was just part of the game back then.
Yep. Inbound ball, and we're underway after the timeout. Fonts trying to go around Reed. Float up the glass, won't go. Rebound to Wolves. Oh, ball's there, ball tipped. Didn't say it was last touched by the Falcons. White ran out of real estate. Had the right idea, just ran out of real estate there for the Falcons. And now an inbound ball in the Falcons' end, again, just underway.
Nwosu fell and hit his elbow or arm. Took a fall, and he's going to come out for a minute, maybe let the trainer look at him.
All right, so John Francois in from Nwosu. Excuse me. Off the inbound, Braxton Baker. Trying to use, who's going to try to drive? I thought he was driving downtown. Now driving baseline. And he's fouled, and Fonts will go to the line.
Boy, Fonts is so quick. He's just frustrating these Falcon players with his shake and bake style.
Absolutely. Inbound ball, again in the Falcons' end. Braxton Baker steps back. He's thinking about driving off that far baseline. Off Dominic Hopkins, he stops, realizes he's in trouble, smartly pulls out, gets it over to Cameron Montero. Approaching 15 seconds on the shot clock. Going to use his speed, left hand, and he's fouled.
That was just a great move to the left. You saw how he cleared out his players, so he knows he's going to go right to the hoop in the paint on the left-hand side there and got the foul. Great play.
That's going to be on Santiago, the captain, his third, team second early in this second half. Montero hits the first. You know, this Brockton team is definitely pulling it together as far as picking up where you figure a normal, your normal point leader is not just running the team and putting the basket in the bucket, but all these guys, the bench players, the other four, they've been stepping it up.
Yeah, they come at the right time of the year. They're starting to gel as a team. And as I said, not just the starting players, but his bench players as they go in and substitute. They really know each other, and they're really gelling nicely at this time of year.
So off that inbound, here come the Falcons. Francois steps in front of White. He might try to go. Goes off the right hand, won't finish. Ball loose, gets his own rebound and finishes.
That was just a great play there. He missed the shot, but went out of bounds, came right back in and got the offensive rebound and put it in.
They're going to have a foul on the floor on Montero.
Gee, that was a quick foul.
Yeah, it was.
I tell you, Dom, there's a battle going out there between these players. There's a lot of, with the screens and everything going on, a lot of banging out there on both sides.
Absolutely. Inbound ball in the Brockton end. There's White, the captain, trying to get that down to Reed. Throw it to Harriet, and that's out of bounds. He was trying to start up with the captain, Dante Santiago.
Yeah, nice defensive pressure by the Boxers right there to cause the turnover.
Boxers got to be close to at least 15 turnovers in this game. Baker now. Harriet, tight on him. Now he's thinking about driving. Floater left hand. In and out, won't go. On the rebound, and he's fouled. Oh,
smallest guy out there. Underneath the basket.
I love seeing the short guys do that.
Gets the bunny. And a chance for a three-point play.
Bonnie checks in for Whitehead, checks out. Reed checks out. And Banks checks back in for the Falcons. I want to thank Coach Bowen for taking the time of the half, talking to me, little strategy and basketball. Brockton goes right to that press. They know it works. They're going to stay with it. There's a long shot for three. Off the rim, won't go. Ball tipped Bonnie saves it. Oh, what a nice
play.
And a long shot for 3. And Harriet hits that one.
That was a big shot right there for the Falcons.
Montero covered by Santiago, captain on captain here. Driving right hand hits.
Montero's feeling it. He knows there's really no one out there that can cover him when he goes to the basket.
And I think he's getting his ball loose. That was almost.
Oh, he's ready. He's ready for that one, Don.
Ready. I wanted to protect this young lady to my right. Inbound ball in the Brockton end. And here comes the point guard. Harriet, Braxton Baker not giving him any chance to move. Very tight in the defense. Gets it over the far side. Santiago works it down low to White. White lost the ball, another steal, another turnover for the Boxers. Francois thinking about driving, lost the ball, but Hopkins is there. Francois is there, and he finishes.
Wow. Francois just has a knack for that basketball underneath the basket.
Yep.
He's got big hands, and he's just a positive when he's out there when it comes time to fighting for the rebound on the offensive end.
Alves checks in. Bennett checks in. Hopkins and Baker check out for the Boxers. So there's your 2 switches for the Boxers with 3:39 left in the third quarter. Oh, can't finish the first. Fonz almost grabbed the rim. He was up there. Now here come the Falcons using the speed. Harriet, ball tipped. I think Alves touched it. Ball loose on the floor. Montero has it. And smartly dribbles out of traffic. Thinking about finishing. Thinking about driving the right way. He does left hand in and out. Won't go. Ball loose. And we're going to have a foul, or they're going to say, no, they're going to say
that Montero was
out
out of bounds or came back in to get the ball.
Inbound ball in their own end. Falcons fighting through that Brockton full court press. Finishing with his right hand. Too strong, ball loose. Alves with the rebound for the Boxers.
Falcons got to make those.
Fonts covered by Santiago. Now he's going to try to drive. Kicks out Montero for 3. In and out, won't go. Right there. Bennett with the hustle for the Boxers.
Exactly. You said it. The right word, hustle.
Down low to Alves. Little miscommunication. The Falcons smartly pick it up. Here come the Falcons. And they're going to get Bennett on the reach. That's Brendan's first, team 5th.
But the ball handler there for the Falcons, he had his teammate, number 33, Bonnie, right there in the red paint open, and he decided to take it himself. Luckily, he got fouled.
Reed back in. Santiago takes a break, and there's a shot by Reed. Kicks it back out baseline, ball loose. They're going to say they weren't able to control the ball. We'll have a turnover. And now we have Tabor checking in for Leonard. And here comes Baker. Montero inside. Alves, yes.
Beautiful pass by Montero. The little give and go right there.
Now driving, bounce pass. Bonnie trying to finish. Alves.
Wow, Montero was up there by the rim. They're going to call a foul on Montero. He was skying up there.
His 3rd, team 4th. And we get 5 team fouls on the Falcons as Bonnie will go to the charity stripe and try to hit a couple for his team. Hits the first. Forts checks out. Montero will take a break. He has three personal fouls. Big shout out to everybody in the Cambridge, Ridge, and Latin, Cambridge area, and everyone associated with Cambridge, Ridge, and Latin watching this broadcast on the Brockton Access Brockton TV channel, YouTube channel, welcome. And all the faithful watching back on channel 1071 here in Brockton. And Bennett is trying to go. I'm going to call that on Harriet, his first, actually his second. Team sixth. Inbound ball in the Brockton end, and the Falcons end, excuse me. Francois. Fonts thinking about driving, right hand. Crazy shot! Oh my goodness. How the heck did he do that?
It almost looked like he used two hands to get it up there.
Oh, and Reed, there's a rebound. That ball loose. Francois comes down, has Fonts. One guy to beat. Can't do it. Rebound Falcons. Bonnie in trouble, and he throws it out of bounds. And here comes Santos, checks in. Santos got that big ovation on senior night. And now the captain, Santiago, checks in. Reed takes a break. Harriet checks out. And we have, let me see, I want to get sure they get the right guys in there. And now in is Warsame. Warsame is now in. Isaiah Warsame. There's your shot. Rebound Falcons. Santiago. Covered by Santos. Long shot. Won't go. Ball loose. Alves has the rebound. Ball tipped. But Santos is there looking. Over to Bennett. Under a minute left in the third period. Bennett thinking about driving. Rushes it down low to Alves, the big man. Uses his body, spins. Ball taken by Santiago. Lost the ball. Bennett tried to grab the ball. Ball was too low, went off his shin and out of bounds.
Yeah, the Boxers had the right idea. Feeding it to the big man. Bennett. Tough ball player like. That's the type of player you like to have come off the bench. Physical and tough.
Warsame using his speed, kicks it out to Santiago, covered by Forts. Santiago goes over to Warsame. Warsame, his shot, that's too strong. Ball loose, covered by Bennett for the Boxers. Here come initially Santos, now Bennett. Bennett thinking about driving, he'll stop. As the Boxers set it up. Francois lost the ball. Ball loose. Santos has it. Now Francois. Well, it won't go. Ball loose on the floor, covered by the Falcons. And it goes Tabor, and that's how the third quarter will end. With your score, Brockton 53. Cambridge, Ridge, and Latin 26.
Yeah, Cambridge, Ridge, and Latin, they've just about tried everything. It's just Brockton's just a little bit too tough. They're just playing. They haven't let up on their tenacious defense. Sometimes they full court press because they see the weakness in Cambridge as far as their ball handling ability. So Coach DeBarros has taken advantage of that, really put a lot of pressure on the guards, and again, just dominating on the boards, both ends.
Yeah, this is probably the best I've seen as far as a total team effort by the Boxers.
Yeah, they're really showing their stuff tonight. We've seen some good games this year, but this is really telling. Team coming in from the city, fast, quick, and Brockton came in mentally prepared, and give that credit to Coach DeBarros.
Absolutely. Give a shout out to Mrs. DeBarros watching on the YouTube channel, and maybe she switched it over to channel 1071.
Yeah, I tell you, everybody's impressed me for Brockton, but that Fonts kid, the small guard for Brockton, he just has no fear underneath that basket, especially when it's a offensive rebound.
Yep.
Quite a number of times he's gotten the rebound and put it back up.
Boxers are going to come out of this break, Miles, with Nowusu, Bennett, Forts, Alves, and it looks like Santos.
Yeah, nice to see Nwosu back there after that little injury he had.
Santos Kid can shoot the basketball. Again, I'm just starting in the fourth quarter.
Nice to see the senior get out there and show his stuff. hit the big shot.
Same. Smartly gets it over to the far side. That's Banks. Feeds it. Oh, and lost the ball. Bennett picked his pocket. Great steal. Bennett's going to try to finish, and he does.
Yeah, he does his Vinny the Microwave Johnson imitation.
Yeah.
You remember the microwave?
I do. That just went down memory lane.
Yes. With the Detroit Pistons.
Banks steps back for three and snaps the net. Bennett trying to go around the same. Goes left to right. Nowusu. Back to Santos. Bennett. Brockton working around smartly. Fort's going to try to drive. Kicks it over side to Alves. Going to have an offensive foul.
Wow. I like the drive to the basket, but it was just good defense. Number 44 for the Falcons established his position on the court right there in the paint.
Nice job by the captain,
yes.
Tony Tabor. We got a couple other changes now for the Falcons now in the game. That is Whitehead. Whitehead's in the game. Bennett. You got Bennett, Whitehead. You have Warsame, Hera. And I'm missing one more kid. And there he is, number 22. They're all Banks. Now moving, driving. Herod kicks up baseline. There's another long shot. And snapping the net again is Gerald Banks, the senior.
Yeah, that's the second shot from the outside.
Now Bennett. Montero looking to get back in the game. We have a foul on the floor. Going to call that on. Oh, they're going to call that on Worsham. His first. Team 7th. That should put him to the charity stripe because they're in the single bonus now. And a lot of time still left to play in this fourth quarter.
A lot of time.
So Bennett will go to the line. As everybody knows, he hits one, he gets another one. Hits the first. Next 3 games for the boys team. They're on the road. New Bedford is our next opponent. They'll go down to New Bedford High and take on the Whalers. Here come the Falcons. There's another baseline look. That's too strong. Rebound Brockton. Montero lost the ball for a minute. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow will go in favor of the Falcons at 5:53 left in the game. Little miscommunication between Santos. And here comes one of my favorite players, and I like them all, but Rateau checks in. Nwosu will check out, excuse me. And Bonnet to inbound the ball, we're underway. Banks again, that's long, won't go. Here comes Bennett. Bennett thinking about driving. He'll move up the glass. And great defense by Whitehead. Zayden Whitehead right there for the Falcons.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly.
He did. Inbound ball in the Falcons' end. Bennett, they're gonna have an offensive foul on Bennett. Oh, illegal screen on Rateau.
Yeah.
And his uncle just left.
Just fell apart.
So that gives 6. That's his second. Brockton 6 team fouls. And the Falcons have 7. Whitehead kicks it out to Banks again. This time he's off ball tipped. Right there to clean it up off the glass. And finishing. And that's enough for Coach DeBarros. He doesn't like the way that this is not just changing. I mean, they have a good lead, but that's a bad habit to get into what they're doing right now.
Exactly. Cambridge could be down by maybe 10 points. But Coach DeBarros, 10, 20, doesn't matter. With Coach DeBarros, he wants to see his team consistently play with an open mind, focused out there. Everybody focused. That's the key right there. You got to stay focused. Just because you got a big lead doesn't mean you become unfocused.
Yep, true. That's very true.
So he called the smart timeout to refocus his team. Even though you see the score, 59-34, still some time left, 5 minutes, 22 seconds.
So the remaining schedule that we have here for Brockton TV Sports tomorrow, the Lady Boxers are going to take on the Lady Vikings of East Bridgewater. The Lady Boxers, Miles, falling short by 2, losing that game in East Bridgewater, 54-52.
Ooh.
So I think there's going to be a little bit extra pep in the step for the Lady Boxers tomorrow night. It's going to be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, we wish them well.
Absolutely. Boxers are going to come out with Toe, Montero, Nowuso. He just pushed him on the court. That was funny. Oh, Poles is in the game now, along with Santos. Banks on Montero. All the way to the far perimeter. Stopping, moving inside. Nice play by Bonnie. And he ran out of real estate. He did what a good inside, that big tall guy should do. Got to get the ball out of Nowuso's hand if you want to try to compete in this game.
Yeah, good hustle by Bonnie.
So now we'll have an inbound ball. 5:04 left, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we'd like to welcome everybody watching. The faithful, Brockton faithful, not just on the YouTube channel, but on 1071 in Brockton. Poles now, trying to go around Bonnie. Kicks it back out to Rateau. Rateau thinking about moving. He knows he has trouble. He smartly kicks back as Warsom changes his defense. Santos looks for 3. That's too long. A rebound. Here comes Banks. Warsom. He's going to step back, and Montero blocks that shot.
I don't even think Warsom saw him coming.
No, I don't think he did either.
He was too focused on shooting that 3.
I'm glad he wasn't over here when he did that. You would have saw a fat guy fall off his chair. Timeout. Falcons, 59-34 Brockton. I do love the way they have 3 officials in these games.
It helps immensely.
Yep. And I think some of that had to do with what Kevin Carroll saw. And, I mean, you and I have been doing this together 4 years, going on our 5th year, starting with football next season. And how many times have we seen 2 officials just try to keep it up? And sometimes you miss something. And I want to say, and this may sound too much like a homer, the Boston College game at the buzzer set the pace and changed everything. Mr. Carroll's mind on that. And he said, you know what, I'm not going to have that situation again. I'm going to do whatever I can do to make it fair, not just for my team, but the other team that's coming in the staff gymnasium. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. That's what I thought. All right, here we go. We come out of the break. 5:43 left. Big games, Miles Jackson, Mike the Postman Simmons. I'm Dominic Damiano. We come out of that timeout. Off the inbound in the Brockton end. Banks all the way over smartly. Gets it over Herod now, covered by Rateau. Kicks it over to Warsom. Warsom covered by Santos. Nice move by the young man. Approaching 15 seconds in the shot clock. Banks. Quick over to Warsom. He gets double covered. He's running out of real estate. Now he gets over to Banks. Thinking baseline to Bonnie. Sees a lane. Trying to drive around the big man. He floats it up with the right hand and gets it in there. What a move.
Yeah, nice move around the big man.
I wish I could do
that. To get that shot off.
Right.
Nothing wrong with dreaming, Dom.
Absolutely. I'm doing a lot of it. Rateau's shot and finishing just like that. Oh, what a play by Montero, and he got the rebound. Right place, right time. Nowuso bounce pass. Rateau can't finish. Nowuso, and he's fouled. They're going to call that on Banks, his first teammate.
I thought the foul should have been when Rateau took the shot.
Right.
But we got one of the better free throw shooters on the line for the Boxers.
Alves checks in. Force waiting to check in. He's going to take Nowusu's spot when he gets done shooting. And look at that, I called it right. All right, so the Brockton has stepped away from their full court press, which they ran very nicely in this game to shut down a very dangerous Falcons team. They work around smart. Bonnie, Banks had it, lost it for many regroups, covered by Forts. Now he's going to try to move, running out of real estate. And he smartly hits it off. I think that was Forts' leg. So now we'll have an inbound ball again in the Brockton end. 3 minutes, 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Harrod now. Banks for the long shot. That won't go. He's 2 for 4. And here come the Boxers. Leonard getting ready to check in for the Falcons. Forts thinking about driving. And Forts lost it.
And then got called for the foul.
And yep. And that's his third foul with 3:09 left. And that should bring him to the line because Brockton is over the limit. And Harrod, Jonas Harrod, very good player, senior. Coach Rodriguez is going to miss him next year. Misses the first shot, rebound, following up. Now Whitehead, and he'll go to the line for a couple for the Falcons.
Yeah, nice hustle there by the Falcons underneath.
They're hustling. They're playing like this is a 2-point game. They're not giving up. Misses the first. Hits the second. And here come the Boxers. Rateau. He sees it. Won't go. Ball loose. Rateau, the smallest guy in the court. They don't have a jump ball.
Brockton will retain possession.
All right, here we go. Inbound ball in the Falcon end. Trying to move. Almost lost the ball. Works it inside. Alves the big man. Turnaround jumper. And hits.
Nice.
Nice spin, nice move, nice finish. Long shot for Banks. That won't go. Rebound Brockton. Fort sees Banks. Lost the ball for a minute. He needs help. Moving. Pulls. Lost it for a minute. Nakeem Polis kicks it back out the warmer. They'll wind it back up. Now Fort's covered by Banks. There's a jump shot. Hits.
Squared up nicely there.
He did. That was smooth. So right after the game, Miles will round up this game, and I'm going to go grab Coach DeBarros on his take of what trend. Oh, there's a block. I believe Alves did that.
Yeah, that was a nice defense there.
I mean, we're so limited on our view, but that's what it looked like. Forts. Moving ball blocked on the rebound. Alves, ball loose. Here come the Falcons. Banks now. Oh, Banks lost the ball. Not enough composure to kick it back out. Works it inside off the glass. Can't finish.
You got to finish those. Got to finish those.
Bonnie checks in and Whitehead will check out. Leonard was trying to finish that play, just a little bit too much muscle.
You know, all game, Cambridge has been intimidated on their offensive end. Brockton's done an excellent job. Came with their A+ game on rebounding and block
really
shots.
Banks for 3 again. That's too long. That'll go out of bounds. Here goes Brockton. Santos going to drive baseline, stops, moves, kicks it back out to Forts. All the way out to Rateau. Rateau trying to drive, move, floater right hand. That won't go. And here come the Falcons. Rod lost the ball. Rateau might have caused that turnover. There's Poles now. He's going to try to finish. Nice feed to Forts. Oh, too strong. Ball wouldn't fall. Now Warsame trying to move to Leonard. Leonard trying to make a move. Al shuts him down from that far baseline. And that's going to do it, Miles.
Yeah, just an overall dominance by these Brockton Boxers on both ends of the boards. A lot of pressure on these Falcon guards, which put a big test in. Unfortunately, they didn't pass the test. And Brockton comes out of here with a big win to end their last home game of the season in a winnable fashion.
Yeah, your final score, Brockton 65, Cambridge Ridge and Latin 37. I'm going to try to grab Coach DeBarros.
Okay, and again, Brockton just showing how they're gelling near season's end to make a run in the playoffs. And they've got good guard play by Montero and Fonts, taking care of the basketball. And they've got some great frontline court guys. And Hopkins, Nwosu, and Baker just doing a great job underneath, controlling those boards on both ends of the court. A lot of intimidation by the Brockton Boxers today, and Cambridge felt it big time as they missed a lot of bunnies. And so I'm getting ready to turn it over to Dom, getting ready to talk to the winning coach, Coach DeBarros. Dom, go ahead, take it away.
Thanks, Miles. I'm going to have the pleasure of sitting next to this man, and his team just put on a clinic. No disrespect to Coach Rodriguez and the Cambridge Ridge and Latin Falcons, but this is probably the best team effort I've seen all year.
Absolutely. 1 through 12, fantastic. Guys got in there and really just grinded and worked hard. And we've been pushing ourselves in practice because, again, we're not satisfied with just the regular season. We're trying to go far in the tournament, and we know to get there, we got to clean up these mistakes. And that's why, honestly, Dom, coaching them even the fourth quarter, because I want guys to understand you can't let up, because Cambridge is a really good team. And so I'm proud of the guys, really proud of them, because they worked their behinds off. So a lot of effort.
Now, when did the coaching staff, when you guys had a chance to talk right at the half, when you felt like you guys really started to gel? Was it early in the first quarter, or did you just saw it coming?
Yeah, absolutely. First quarter, guys were sharing the ball well, and really just attacking the rim very aggressively. So really happy for that. And most importantly, really talking on defense. I think we held them to 4 points the first quarter. So again, we talked about it. Our identity is defense, and we have a goal on defense. And today we got there, and so really happy for them. Wish Cambridge best of luck, because they're a great team too. Coach Rodriguez is a great guy, so best of luck to them too. But really just happy for our team. Really great team win right now.
This guy improves, and the squad improved to 11-5 here in Southeast Conference play. We'll catch you next time. Everyone have a fantastic weekend.
Hey, Mike.